Okay, if you're already on board, this is the Healthy Yoga or Healthy Bones yoga class that I would normally do on Tuesday. So if you want to use weights and you have light weights at home, you can grab those if you don't have them. If you don't have weights, you can always use cans, like canned food of equal weight, hopefully. And then you can always go without. So if you are kind of getting ready and set up there, just have those ready if you like them. Just wait a few more minutes. These times when you're sitting on the floor and you notice all of the dust. Every time I do my yoga practice at home, I just end up dusting or vacuuming afterwards. Dust more at the yoga studio than I do here. All right, so again, if you're just joining, then if you want to use weights today, this is a Healthy Bones yoga class that I normally do on Tuesday. So if you want light weights, you can have them. You can certainly go without, or if you have 2 equal size cans of food, you can try those. But again, you don't have to have them. Okay, I guess it's time. Let's get started. So thanks for joining me. If you are, just so you know, I can't see who is with me or who isn't. I can see numbers, but that's about it. So you're sort of incognito. Not only do you get to wear what you want, but you also, you get to go, just on your own. You don't have to, nobody has to know that you're here. But if you do, at the end, if you're liking it or something's going on, it's just not working for you, just leave comments in the actual post of this video and just let me know if you want something different or it's working out great. I love a little feedback because we're trying to be in community here, and it's hard when I'm talking to a camera and I don't get to see your lovely faces. So give me some feedback if you'd like. In the description you can find out all the times and days and everything too. So all right, with that, let's get started. So finding a comfortable seat. Yes, you could use a bolster, you could use a blanket, a block, whatever gets you comfy. I want to start with a little bit of mindful movement to get into this space and out of the outer noise that's going on. So let's draw the shoulders up towards your ears on your in-breath and rolling them back and down on your out-breath. Call this the conscious act of doing, do, and then don't do, let go. All right, if you like a few more, you want a little other shimmy, shake, you're welcome to before we settle in. All right, just eventually when you're ready, just letting the shoulders drop from the ears are rising from the shoulders, the eyes can be closed or open. Whatever helps you to tune into your bodies and tune out to the distractions. Continue that embodiment practice, so noticing the ground coming up to support you. Say from your feet to your seat. And can you sense that the sit bones are getting equal weight, or does one feel a little bit heavier off than the other? And what do you have to do to try to find that centered space? From the ground to the surface that you're sitting on, rising up and trying to create space through each vertebrae. The crown of the head rising and then the chin just dropping in ever so slightly. And while you're trying to create that length, letting go of the rigidity or the need to overdo. Continue embodiment practice of noticing the sounds of the room, perhaps the sound of your own breath. Sensation of the air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils. You might notice on the way in, it's a little different temperature than on the way out. Start a rhythmic breath, so an equal length of your inhale to an equal length of your exhale. If you like to count, it might look like or sound like breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and breathing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it feels good to go longer, and if it would feel easier and smoother to go shorter, please go shorter, but just even, steady on the way in and on the way out. One more cycle, stay conscious with that breath. With your next exhale, just letting go of the rhythm, coming back to whatever feels comfortable. Notice your state of mind. All right. And before we go any farther, we'll set our intention for the day, just as we normally do in class. So palms can come together, or you can keep them in your lap, whatever feels authentic. And just pausing, how are you going to show up today, given the state of affairs? Towards yourself, towards each other, or towards the planet, or something that includes all three. My examples are always like kindness or gratitude or contentment, but don't let my mind fill you. I want you to pick your own. I could sit and intend very long and you guys would get very bored. We must come to a start. So let's bring the palms together if they're not there already. And I'm going to invite you to spread the fingers as wide as they can go without being uncomfortable. The base of your palms heading down towards your belly button without the hands separating. So when they start to separate, that's just your stop point. Elbows out a little bit, chest rising, full breath in and out. Keep a little bit of pressure through those hands, just enough, not too much, as we reach up to the sky. And when it feels okay to separate the arms, let them go. Come back to cactus arms. So we draw back and down. 2 more times in that same direction. All right, at that 3rd time, we're going to pause there and we'll head the opposite direction. So rising up. Palms are meeting. Isn't it cool? You can meet them without looking at them, and then they're going to come down, a little bit of pressure as we come back to center. 2 more times on your own rhythm. All right, we're back at the center. We meet there. Palms together, spread those fingers out, elbows out. Just give a full breath in and out. All right, as I say, stand down. Relax, clasp those hands and start a figure 8. You can do this with a big kind of wide rhythm if you like, sideways figure 8, or you can try to keep the forearms together and just do the wrists. This one will feel more in your shoulders in terms of like it's strengthening them. Kind of weird, but it does. All right, when we get to the center of your figure 8 next time, pause and then head the other direction. All right, we'll come to pause. We're gonna take the palms and flip them. If that does not feel good to flip, just don't flip them. We're gonna rise up towards the sky, in breath. Morning stretch, and then we're gonna Exhale forward, reflip the hands, let the shoulders roll forward. And then draw the hands to the belly, drop the shoulders, open up the chest. Inhale. Good. 2 more times through that series. In breath. Out breath. In breath, pull it in. Good. Last one. We have to take our exhale before we inhale. Exhale. Inhale to pull it in. All right, we come back to center, shake it out. All right, let's take a hand. I'm just gonna literal today. There's no one to flip to, so I'm just gonna try my best to stay with my right side as my right side and your right side is your right side. So drop that right hand to the floor, bend the elbow a little bit to drop that shoulder out of the ear, and then we're gonna reach up through the left arm. You're going to press the floor a little bit away from you on that right side to drop your left sit bone down. It's a whole retraining here teaching with my actual left and right. Good. I didn't cue this, but you could look down, you could look forward, or you could look up, so please go through those slowly if you're choosing. One more breath, reaching. Push the floor away from you. Exhale, rise up. Plant that hand to the outside of your right thigh, and you're going to reach your right arm up and over. Again, decide where it feels best to look. Maybe it's down, forward, or perhaps up. Using a little bit of pull on that right thigh and hand to give me traction to send my right sit bone down. One more breath. Inhale, and then exhale. You're going to take that right hand to the outside of your right thigh. Yes, I am in a twist, so for those of you who do have osteoporosis or osteopenia, just don't crank it or overdo it here. One more full breath. When you're ready, come back to center. Shake out a bit and just notice sensation, side rib cage, what's going on one side versus the other before we switch. All right, when you're ready, drop that left hand down to the floor. You're going to bend the elbow a little bit to drop the shoulder, and then we're going to reach the right arm up and over. Again, decide where your gaze feels the most nourishing to look, down, straight, or up. Pressing the floor away from me to send my right sit bone down. One more breath. On your next exhale, pushing back up, you're going to plant that hand to the outside of your left thigh and reach your right arm up and over. Again, decide which feels the best to look, down, up, or centered. Using a little pull on that left thigh to send my left sit bone down. Great, one more breath, we're reaching. Exhale, you're going to spin that hand to the outside of your left thigh or hip and come into a bit of a rotation. Again, not too aggressive for those of you with osteoporosis, osteopenia. Great, one more full breath. All right, and then we're back to center, shake off a bit. And then again, notice sensations running beside your ribs, one side versus the other. Okay, did we do anything with the neck? We didn't. Let's do that. All right, so we start with the inhale here in the center, and on the exhale, you're going to drop an ear to the shoulder, not your shoulder to your ear. Opposite side stays down too. When you're ready to inhale back up, it's that full length of your inhale up, and then exhale, you're off to the other side. One more to each. Go in your own rhythm. Back up to center on your in-breath. Next time you exhale, we're turning your head in one direction. Next inhale, back to center. And next exhale, other direction. Let your opposite shoulder stay. It wants to come, I know. Come back to center on your in-breath. One more time to each. We're back to center on your in-breath. All right, this time it'll be a diagonal, so you're going to drop gaze down towards the hip crease. On your next breath in, coming back to center. Next breath out, other direction. One more to each. And then we're back to center. Meet me here. All right. Okay, let's get off this first and get on to another one. If you are using weights today, again, if you came in a little bit later, this is the Healthy Bones class that I normally teach on Tuesdays. We do use light weights. You don't have to, but you can if you have them. I'm just gonna plop this here. You might want a blanket for your knees. I don't know what surface you're on. You might be on the cushiest surface ever. I think I'm gonna be okay with 2 mats, so I'm gonna drop the blanket away. But please use it for your knees if you would like. All right, so coming on to hands and knees. Knees are gonna be a little bit wider. Okay, and let's start to what I call spin hip swivels. So you're gonna start to shift around. And you can make it small, kind of think of like the inner rings of Saturn. That's my analogy. And then if it feels good, you could start to go to the outer rings. And if none of this feels good, straight up cat and cow is just fine. Just ask that you're breathing consciously. Maybe an inhale sends you one direction, an exhale sends you the other. We'll start to make it a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller until we come back to center. Pause and then head the other direction. And then you can start again in the smaller rings. I think we always just think, oh, I must go to the full extent of it, but sometimes you just miss some stuff in the middle that might feel nice too. So you can just venture smaller and then go bigger and maybe go back to smaller. Eventually start to rein it back in a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller and smaller until we come back to stillness. All right. Feel free at any time to shake off your wrists. This is your practice. Nobody's watching unless they are. Just, take care of yourselves. Practice your ahimsa, your nonviolence. All right, so we're gonna spread the palms out. Take one foot back into half plank. We're gonna keep that foot on the floor. On your exhale, we're gonna spill towards your hands. And on your inhale, we'll head back towards your heel. So as you exhale, you're gonna actively draw the belly skin upward. Inhale, head back, let your belly spill downward. Now's the time to let it hang loose. Okay, next time we head back into the heel, we're gonna pause it there. Press the floor away from you. You'll see that immediately you'll feel it in your own body. Broadens the shoulders. Get the back of the neck long so you're not hanging down here. Full breath in and out. Belly expand on the in-breath. Belly draws inward on the out breath. All right, and we'll come back to center. You can shake out those wrists again before hitting the other side. You can always roll the end of your mat up too to give a little extra push. Palms on the mat, fingers grazing off the edge. Okay, I don't remember what side I was on, but switch sides. Spread those palms out, take the other side back. And again, we're gonna follow that exhale as you head forward. Belly skin draws inward. Inhale, belly skin allows to expand. Yeah, expand your belly. Maybe the next time, if you're ready to come to a rest, when you hit the back heel again, push the floor away from you with your hands. Get the shoulders broad and the back of the neck long. The jaw is relaxed. Still breathing. One more full breath in, belly expand. Breath out, belly comes back to center. wrist if they need to. We're heading into child's puppy dog or kneeling. So this is puppy dog for those that maybe have osteoporosis or osteopenia that don't want to go into a rounded position. So I'm just going to stay in puppy dog, but you are certainly welcome to go to child's pose if that is okay for your body. Full breath in, let your belly expand. Exhale, mouth open, jaws relax, that ha sound. All right, and slowly walk yourself back up. So this is where if you're using the weights, I'm going to invite you to bring your weight in. So the weight's going to be in my left hand. And if you're not using the weight, just, same hand, you're just not using the weight. Your right foot's going to come back. So your right hand is pushing the floor away from you. And we're going to start with a Y shape. So I'm in a Y shape, thumb is up, come back to center, come out to a T shape, my thumb is up, back to center, and I come back to an I shape, thumb is down, and back to center. If you'd like to make this more challenging, you can lift that back leg up. You can certainly keep it down. By bringing the leg up, I don't want you to lose the connection with your right arm to the floor, meaning I don't want you to sag. Good. We're going through 5, and because I don't have to keep track of everyone else, I can actually count. Okay, keep breathing. The motion comes from the shoulder blade. That's 3, 2 more. Take a rest whenever you need to. Good, last one. Just lost it there. All right, we're back to center. Woo! Go ahead and shake out the wrists. Any other parts of you that need a little shakeout? Okay, if you're ready, other side. I'm just gonna switch over here so I don't hit the furniture. All right, so my left hand is planted this time, my left foot is down. I'm pushing the floor away from me. Great, this first round I'm gonna keep the leg down so I can get my arm motion going. So again, the Y shape, the T shape, and then back to the I shape. If you'd like to lift the back leg, you're welcome to, but don't let that help make you lose the integrity of your strength in your left arm. Keep breathing, belly skin's drawn in a little bit. Relax your jaw. 2 more. Last one. Feel free to put that back foot down if that would feel more nourishing today. Last I shape. And we're back to center. Again, you can open up the knees wide, take child's, puppy dog, or kneeling, whatever might feel most restful. Full breath in, let your belly expand. Breathing out, mouth open, jaws relaxed. All right, I'm gonna slowly rise up. Whew. Weights here. Let's come into standing. So let's come into standing, and if you have a strap, we're gonna grab your strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, that's okay. A belt works. A sheet, pillowcase. And I actually don't have to move today. Okay. So feet are gonna be a little bit wide. And the strap is also going to be held wide. If you practice with me at all, you know right where we're going, yes? Okay. So rising up, we're going to reach to the sky. Maybe the arms come back behind you. I've got my strap too tight to do that. Maybe they don't. So I'm going to show this from the side because what I don't want you doing is this, just to get back there, okay? So spine stays real still. Not even my head is thrusting forward. Extend this a little bit. good to show the all the way behind if you'd like to go there. Stop where it feels nourishing though, okay? Maybe one last round here. The cool thing about being on the other side of the camera is you get to do as many as you want and keep doing whatever you want. Okay, let's pause here if you're with me. Reach up to the sky, you're holding that like you're holding a stick. Get my strap here. And then we're gonna do a side bend. So side bend, you're gazing down to that side that you're turning towards. Inhale back up and exhale over. One more to each. Great, and then we're back up, release back down. I'm gonna take the strap back behind you and I'm gonna show this from the side, particularly since this is the Healthy Bones class. I want your backs to be real flat here. Okay, take the feet about as wide as the mat. You're gonna pull open the shoulders with the strap. Bend at the hips and the knees. You can actually see my body now. Get a good look here. So you may lift the shoulder or the arms up. You don't have to. You can leave them back on your backside and pull from there. Just trying to pull the shoulder blades together so that they're not just hanging down. If you know it's okay for your body to round a little bit, you can try to straighten those legs. Okay, full breath in and out. If the hands aren't already to your backside, bring them closer there. Pull on the strap and then exhale, rise up slowly. All right, great. Set the strap down for the moment, and I'm going to ask you to grab your weights if you're using them and a block if you've got one. If you don't have any of those, don't worry, you can still join me. So if you got the block, we're going to put it in between your thighs, and you're allowing your feet to come down just where the block allows you to without trying to be necessarily hip width apart. What I don't want is that you're trying to be hip width and then your knees start to cave in like that. So you want them a bit level. And ask you to spread the toes out. I'm going to find mountain pose first. So if it feels okay, close your eyes. If not, keep them open. And I just want you to take notice. You're checking inventory, your virtual MRI. Where do you feel the weight in your feet? Left foot, right foot. And if you feel one heavier than the other, what do you have to do to find balance in the center? And then do you feel yourself more in your heels or more in your toes? And what do you have to do to find center? So we're going to squeeze the block, turn the palms open, lift the chest a little bit. Find that balance through both of your feet. Okay, from here, we're going to go through chair pose. On the inhale, we're dropping down. You're kind of letting go of the squeeze on the block, but not enough to drop it. And the arms are coming forward. On your exhale, you're going to squeeze the block, rise back up. So inhale, exhale. It's going to show from the side, back is flat. Arms are not rolling forward, but they're pulling back. We're going through 10, by the way, just so you know. That was 4. Halfway there. Always go to whatever feels comfortable. You don't have to go this low. You could always stay higher. Three more. Last one. All right. Now we'll shake it out. Okay. Find your mountain pose. One breath, full breath in and out. All right. I'm going to take us through a sustained chair sit. Let's see which way I'm going to go here. So we're going to come down into a bit of a chair. Let's come forward first. We're going to bring the arms forward. Then we're going to swing out. And then we're going to come back to downhill skiing. Show this on the side. Rise, out, back. 2 more. Last one. here we're gonna use that energy, boost up towards the sky. Maybe lift onto the toes, maybe don't. Squeeze the block if you got it. Good, heels back to the ground. Good, shake out, find mountain pose, one full breath. All right, another sustained sit for just 2 more arm motions. So coming back into your chair, arms come back to downhill skiing, and then we're gonna swing forward. I'll show that from the front. Downhill ski, and then swing forward. That's 2, 3 more. Last one. Okay, we're gonna go back to downhill ski, squeezing shoulders, and then rise up, either onto the toes or towards the toes, squeeze the block. Woo! All right, and then we're back to ground. Good, shake off, find your mountain pose. One full breath, squeeze the block, palms open. All right, stand down, relax, take the block out if you're using it. And I think we'll keep on holding the weights for the moment if you've got them. All right, so I'm gonna have you step to the back of your space, your mat. And let's spread the toes out of the left foot. So pinky down, then just drag the big toe to center. And then you're gonna bend that left knee a little bit and offset, either toe plant to the right foot or lift it, your choice. Kind of zip up that tight pair of pants, that cue kind of zipping up here so that you're not just sagging down like so. All right, we're gonna either 1 or 2 step forward, and I'm gonna ask you to walk that front foot out just a wee bit. All right, even though my leg is out, I'm still coming, when I bend in, it's still gonna line up with my foot, my ankle. Okay, so we're gonna rise up, in breath. Good, out breath, pull it back. I can get back here. So rise up, in breath. Exhale, pull it back, rose. 2 more. Last one. Let's hold it here. Come out to cactus arms. It's gonna come out, shoulder blades together. Relax your jaw, find some ease in your effort. And we're gonna start to pulse the back foot. So I'm gonna lift up onto the toes and then come back down. See here. Lift onto the toes and then come back down. If that doesn't feel great for your toes, just go a little bit towards them. Or if those arms are getting tired, you can certainly rest them. Last one. Okay, we're back down, and then we're gonna squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then to come back, we're gonna toe, toe, toe. Come back to center. You're on your left foot again, either toe plant or lift the right. All right, and then we're back to ground. Shake off what you need to, find mountain pose. One breath. All right, let's see, we're onto the right foot, I believe. So spread those toes out, knees a little bit bent. We're gonna bend, toe plant or lift the right. Sorry, left. Okay, zip up your tight pair of hands. Still breathe. Okay, and then it's a step forward. And you're gonna walk that front foot out just a wee bit. All right, here we go, 5 times. We're rising up, bend in. We're lifting up. Straighten the front leg, exhale, pull it back. Three more. Last one. Good. We're here, and then we're going to pull it down into cactus arms. Shift my weight again here. By the way, you don't have to shift. I'm just moving for visuals. All right, and then we're going to start to lift onto the back toe, and then plant it back down. Drawing the shoulder blades together, relax the jaws. 2 more. Last one. Get back down, and then you're going to slowly bring those shoulders back in together, elbows to your sides. And to come out, it's a tap, tap, tap. Back to balancing on your right leg again, and either toe planting or lifting the left. Please stay grounded if need be. Zip it up. All right, and we're back to ground. Shake off, find mountain pose. Let's set the weights down for the moment and get this. I'm gonna do this kind of golfer's pickup to set those down. So I just, without rounding and twisting at the same time. All right, let's do our eagle pose. And I always call this a rest, but it's not really a rest. So I've got a block. You could also use a step, a textbook. I'm looking at my books here. You could use a book. Your choice. If you would like to be next to a wall, I recommend being next to a wall if this would feel more comfortable. So your spreading out the toes of your left foot. The block is on the outside of your left foot if you're using it, or a book. You're going to plant that right foot or leg over it. I'm going to bend in as much as it feels comfortable and squeeze those thighs together. Arms are going to stretch out. Let's see. Left is going to cross over right. And then we're bending the elbows, and either palms will come together or the backs of the hands come together. Forearms are spreading away from you a bit. Back of the neck is long. Let me get visuals here. If your toes are long like mine, you can graze the floor with them. All right. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, shake it out. Find your mountain pose. 1 full breath. Reset. All right, rock to the other side. So switching over the block if you're using it, or step, or whatever it is. So it's outside the right foot this time. Bending into the right leg. Drop the left leg over. Snug those legs in. This time right arm comes over left. Bending the elbows and either palms or backs of the hands together. So that standing leg can bend if you feel comfortable enough and you want more challenge, because it's going to work those thigh muscles. Shoulders are broad, back of the neck is long. Keep breathing. Relax your jaw. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, shake out. Okay, find your mountain pose. 1 full breath. Reset. All right. Let's see. Okay, we're good. So let's, did you see that? I just bent and twist at the same time. No, that's so good. All right, so I'm gonna bend and grab the weights if you're using them. Bad example. Okay, so we're gonna do another balance pose here, tree pose. So if you'd like to be with support of the wall or some furniture next to you, just get close. Otherwise, go without. Step in here. So I'm gonna ask you to start putting weight on your maybe less strong side to start with. I know that's counterintuitive, but that's why we're doing it. So my side is my left side, it's a little weaker. I'm gonna bend that knee. We're gonna start into center. And as we inhale, we're gonna rotate the knee out and rotate the arms out. And then on the exhale, we're gonna come back to center. If you wanna test yourself, you're welcome to have that foot off the floor. But I'm happy if you got a toe down there. Why does this always happen? Keep going. No one ever calls me until I'm on the computer. Okay. Inhale, open. challengers with me. Holding here, we're gonna hold. Again, you can have that foot on the floor. You can try to challenge yourself by bringing it up. Good, zip up your tight pair of pants for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're bringing it back in and pull it back together. All right, shake off, find mountain pose, 1 full breath. Let's go to the other side. So moving forward on the other side, I was going to say left or right, but you're doing your stronger side now, so it should be easier. All right, a little bit of bend in the standing leg. We're coming to center. On the inhale, we're rolling out. On the exhale, we're coming back in. Again, you can have the toe planted or you can try to lift it away from the floor. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold it there. Shoulders back in together, relax your jaw. Foot can be planted or lifted. Zip up your pants. Keep breathing, find nourishment. 1 more breath, or no, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to center. All right. Good, shake it off. Find your mountain pose, even with the weights. All right, I think let's go down on our bellies. So if you want to use the weights, you're gonna have them down maybe around like 3/4 of the way down your mat. You might want a blanket under your belly, a little extra support. I like to use kind of a half fold on there so that I've got this kind of tapered way down. If going on your belly doesn't feel great, please maybe go on your back and you can make the same motions. There's enough room here. All right, so we're gonna start in Sphinx pose. Legs are gonna come out a little bit wide. And your arms are underneath your shoulders. Spread the palms out, push the floor away from you as you lift up. And it's almost like you're trying to drag yourself forward. I just picture like the seals on the rock when they kind of lift up and rise. And then instead of cocking the head back, just keep the back of the neck long. And guess what? Breathe. As you breathe in, belly expands. As you breathe out, belly skin draws inward slightly. 1 more breath before we rest. When you're ready, you can drop down. You can rest your head to one side if you'd like, and maybe rock your hips a little bit side to side. For now, we're going to keep the weights away for now. Just put your palms facing down so your arms are down by your sides. You're going to push the floor away to lift the shoulders up. And then instead of letting the shoulders just drop down, imagine that you're holding onto that strap like we did earlier. So pull the shoulder blades together, keep the back of the neck long, and then relax your tush. It wants to come in and kind of squeeze, just let go of it. Keep breathing, find some ease in your effort here. One more breath. If you're still there, know you can always come down whenever you want. No one's looking unless they are. All right, lower all the way down. You can rest your head to one side. It's nice being your own mat, right? You can put your face all over it. Just don't lick it. Oh man. Sorry, you're just talking to yourself all day. Okay, here we go. If you'd like to grab your weights, just don't do like I did. Maybe, get into a good position to grab them. You can certainly go without. Okay, so gaze is down. You're going to pull up shoulder blades together and then maybe lift the arms. You don't have to. You can keep the feet grounded. reaching to the back wall. Shoulder blades coming together. Keep breathing. Relax your jaws. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those down. You can take your head to one side, rock your hips. Alright, you can do any of the versions we've done, even this one, which is called crocodile. So just being like this, crocodile, yay. You're doing yoga. You can do sphinx. If you like this next version, we're gonna lift all limbs. Certainly don't have to. All right, here we go. We're gonna lift up, shoulder blades drawn together, lift the arms, maybe lift the legs. Let your butt cheeks go. Good, back of the neck is long, you're drawing the shoulder blades together, they're not collapsing inward. Keep breathing, belly expanding, a little bit of rocking here. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those weights down. You can rest your head to one side, rock your hips if that feels nice. All right, we're going to tuck the toes. Place the hands by the sides of your shoulders. You're going to exhale, lift back up. You may go into child's puppy dog here or kneeling, or if you'd like to get a down dog in, you may go into downward facing dog. If you want to get a few plank poses in, you're welcome to go to plank poses. And you can always come down to rest in child's or puppy dog. This is your practice. It's always your practice. So if you're lifted up and you haven't come down yet, maybe you're resting down, open up the knees wide, take child's puppy dog or kneeling. Again, I'm in more puppy dog. Given that this is the Healthy Bones class, but you're welcome to child's pose it if you are okay with that. Full breath in, breath out, mouth open, that ha sound. Slowly walk ourselves back up. Okay. Get these weights out of the way. We're going to come onto your back. I ask you, let's see, if you've got a strap, you can grab it, or a belt. You can have a little light something under your head. Okay, I'm just going to make it the other way, but we are down here now. So let's grab onto your strap, and you're going to place it around the ball, not the balls, the midfoot, So we're going to come into happy baby pose with the strap assist. You can grab your feet. You're welcome to grab the outside of the feet. I just like this strap because then you can just relax the shoulders. You don't have to work so hard there. So, feet are up towards the sky, soles of the feet. Knees are in towards your, they always say your armpits, but good Lord, they never reach, right? So just here, you're going to drop your tailbone towards the ground. So beware of just trying to lift it up just to get your legs closer. See if you can drop your tailbone down. Right, and then we're going to go into bow and arrows if that feels okay. So I'm going to straighten one leg and bend in the other one. I'll show this from the side in a moment. And then you're going to bend one leg and you're going to straighten the other one. You can use the strap to get me there. Your legs are, so sorry for the twist shot here, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, it looks something like that. Okay, last one. And we'll come back, we'll meet into happy baby. Just show your face again. Okay, so from happy baby, we're gonna reach those legs up to the sky, get a little inversion in here. You can grab long on the straps and let your shoulders relax, or bend the elbows and also let the shoulders relax. A little space in the low back, so not really flattened out, but just a little bit of an arch there, a tiny bit. One more breath. towards the chest, reverse child's pose. You can open up the knees wide. I call these egg beaters. I'm going to show this from the side too, and from the front. So my egg beaters. So each hip is doing its own circle. Yes? Get my tissue out of your face. Okay, when the knees come back in, next time pause and then head the other direction. Good, and the next time you push them out, send your feet to the outer sides of the mat. We're prepping for windshield wipers. Show this from the side too. So if my knees go over to the left, I'm going to drop them to the left. My right arm is going to reach up. Take a full breath into that whole side body. So like all the front line muscles, or all your kind of tensors, your sympathetic overload. So we've got a lot of that going on right now. So just you can take an extra breath and clear out this front space. We are doing twists, so if you're concerned with osteoporosis or osteopenia, just, you don't have to overdo. You could go midway or use a block to stop you. Okay, maybe last one, you can certainly go more. All right, and I think we're about time to relaxation. Perfect timing. So if there's something else your body wants to do before we go into relaxation, you're welcome to, and I do hope you stay for relaxation. It's not going to be as long as it is in class. It'll be about 3 minutes or so, but then we'll kind of wrap up the class as we normally do with breath and gratitude and mudra and our own. So I hope that you'll stay for Shavasana because it won't be as long as it normally is. Okay, so just some ideas. If you want, you need a butterfly, or you want to do pigeon on back. Again, this is just free play time. What does your body want to do before you rest for a couple minutes? Ready to settle in, or maybe you're already there. You can have a blanket under your head, you can have a bolster under your knees. You could use blocks under your legs or rolled up blankets. It doesn't have to be a bolster. Pillows work great. Have something under your head, something warmer on if you need to. Just like we do in class, except I'm not going to come around and rub your head or your feet. Okay, so hands can be on your belly, they can be outstretched. Lifting your feet. Here's another one if you'd like. Have your towel or your blankets on top of your blocks. And have a little throne for your legs. Okay. So you're resting in, you're getting comfy. I'm going to stay seated, so if you look at the camera and see I'm seated, that doesn't mean you need to pop up. I'm just going there so that I'm ready when you guys are. So I'll take you through a brief guided relaxation. We'll rest for some quiet. And then you'll hear the bells chime 1, 2, and 3. And then I'll cue you to start to awaken again. So keep the tunes on. Yeah, we're good. All right, eyes are closed or open in a steady gaze, whatever helps you to tune in and tune out. You can stop those thinking muscles these days, right? Let the forehead soften, all those wrinkles just smooth out. Space between the eyebrows softens and broadens. Eyes are heavy, head is heavy. joint of the jaw releases, creating space between the teeth, letting go of the tongue. Shoulder blades settling into the surface below you, feeling completely supported from head to toe. So as you notice those thoughts start to rile up, the next thought train is in there. Just stop it immediately. Let it go. Drop it. You don't need to be doing anything right now. Turn your awareness back to the rhythm of your breath, wherever you feel it moving in and moving out. Maybe pick a spot that you'll go to. Maybe the belly, the nose. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. These next few moments are yours. Next breath, becoming a bit more conscious Noticing your belly rising, the middle space, the space around your heart. And a slow, steady exhale. How slow can you go? Okay, starting any mindful movement that you enjoy. Always take you through some. You don't have to do anything. You could strum the tips of the fingers with your thumb, noticing each fingerprint. It's a really easy way to get right into the present moment. Maybe curling in the fingers and the toes on one breath, kind of progressive relaxation, and then you tense up and then you release on your exhale. You could roll the wrist and or ankles. You could rock the head side to side. You can do a cat stretch or a dog stretch, not partial. Before you bring your knees into your chest, hugging them in. Rocking a bit, eventually traveling onto one side if you're not there already, and wherever you might be in your movement right now, just pausing to recall your intention for the day. How was it that you're going to show up today? All right, if you're not already up, use that top arm and exhale your way back up, and we'll meet in a comfortable seated position. So just leave a little moment to get there. All right, if you are there and you're ready, we'll continue with Pala Mudra. I'm just loving this one right now in these uncertain times. So Pala Mudra, right hand is on top, left hand is on the bottom, like you're holding a little sphere there with your hands. Elbows are out, but the shoulders are out of your ears. I like to hold this a little bit closer to my belly so I can feel that movement as I breathe in and out, but you can certainly hold it away. Eyes can be closed or open in a steady gaze, your choice. As you breathe in, maybe belly's expanding a little bit. Maybe you sense the hands moving apart. As you breathe out, they're coming back towards center. Keep breathing this way, noticing how the body feels, how the mind feels. Conscious breath. After your next exhale, maybe just drop your hands on your lap and just pause for a moment. Notice your state of mind and body. If that mudra and that breath help you, just use it anytime you need today or these next few weeks. All right, let's come to gratitude hands. So either Namaste hands, or you call these prayer hands, or Anjali Mudra, or Hidraya Mudra, one hand over the other, whatever feels most authentic for you. Bowing to a place within you where you recognize gratitude. Acknowledging at least one more thing in your life to be grateful for today. To an end, we'll send these arms up, offering gratitude beyond these walls, palms coming together, holding on to that gratitude real close, at least for the rest of the day. Well, wants to seal the deal, you know it, you don't have to join in. Or you can because nobody's there, or they are. Okay. Your choice. I'll take us to the breath to get there. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slow breath into Om. Breathing in and breathing out. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow's chair class, if you know anybody who can't get up and off the floor and they want to join a chair class and they have access to this, please share it. look down in the description for ways that you can support us. All right. Thank you. We'll see you next time.